Hi, it's Kevin Leonard Giebert, the creator of the Moolavie Framework and Financial Planner with Green Rock Financial Group. And I'd like to thank you for spending some time today taking a look at the intro video for the August 2025 edition of the Moolavie Journal. Now, every month I like to include a few discussion questions that you can write down yourself in journaling or discuss with your friends and family. And this month, I am taking the questions from a song from one of my albums called Seven. And the background of this song, well, the song is called How Can I Say Goodbye If I Can't Say Goodbye? And it was written, the lyrics were written 2-3 years ago for my album Seven. But it was in regards to my great aunt of 99 years passing away. I wrote a little poem a couple days before she passed in anticipation of her passing. And it was a reflection on saying goodbye to someone like herself that I couldn't personally say goodbye to, mainly because of the pandemic that we were going through. But also reflecting on others in the past, the family or friends that I wasn't able to say goodbye to physically. So we'll go through the lyrics in a moment and go through the questions that are normally in the Moolavie Journal about your dreams, your goals, and what you're thankful for. But this month's theme is a reflection on life. Now, as a financial planner and a creator of the Moolavie Framework, I work basically connecting life and money together. So on the more detailed analytical side, we're looking at financial planning, building your foundation. But just from a specific life perspective, Moolavie, the tagline is living your life and money on purpose. So with the Moolavie Journal, we're touching on both money aspects and life events, what happens in life, transitions in life in regards to how that affects your overall financial plan, but also how you live your life day to day going into the future. So join me now as we head into explaining or going through the journal page by page. And I'll come back at the end with a update on how you can connect with me. Okay, here we go. So with the Moolavie Journal, it's really the focus is living your life and money on purpose when you're combining your life and your money with your purpose, whether it's individually or with you and your family. And as you can see, 2025, August, we have 5 months left in 2025. So hopefully you've been able to meet some goals so far this year. If we look at, before we get into the song, lyrical conversations, questions to consider from the song, How Can I Say Goodbye? What's a memory or story about your loved one that you want to make sure never fades? And who could you share it with this week or even this month? And from the song, the lyric that I wrote was, remember a story that you can share with someone to keep their memory new. The second question is, if you had 5 quiet minutes to breathe and reflect, what would you want to say to the person you lost or still need to say goodbye to? And the lyrics just start with a breath, then think for 5. And I'm sure you could heard this before, or Google it or search it on Google, the importance of breathing in stressful situations. And then question 3, how has someone you've lost helped shape the person you've become? In what ways are you the art they helped paint? And the lyrics from the song are, they had a brush and you are the art. So if we jump to the lyrics of the song, and at the end of this video, I will be putting a link to the actual song from the album. But here are the lyrics. You remember the times that you thought that you'd phone or pop by, but you were too busy. Always thought there would be a next time. And now their time is almost over. Not being there is the worst part. You wish there was one more chance to see them before the last beat of their heart. How can you say goodbye if you can't say goodbye? How are you gonna keep their memory alive? How can you say goodbye if you can't say goodbye? Just start with a breath, then think for 5. Whether they are family or a friend, everyone knows there's gonna be an end. Never thinking it may happen tomorrow, but now you are dealing with sorrow. In the days and years ahead, when a smile comes to your face, when you remember a time and wish you could again embrace. How can you say goodbye if you can't say goodbye? How are you gonna keep their memory alive? How can you say goodbye if you can't say goodbye? Just start with a breath, then think for 5. Remember a story, 1 or maybe 2, that you can share with someone to keep their memory new. Say thanks for being in your life. Remember they had a part of becoming who you are. They had a brush and you are the art. How can you say goodbye if you can't say goodbye? How are you going to keep their memory alive? How can you say goodbye if you can't say goodbye? Just start with a breath, then think for 5. How can you say goodbye if you can't say goodbye? Just start with a breath, then think for 5. If we jump into the next part of the Moolavie Journal for August 2025, one thing you might want to think about or have thought about before is, what do you dream about? Not necessarily, at night when you're sleeping, but if you were to sit down and dream about a goal or something that you want to accomplish, what would be your number 1 dream and what would be your number 2 dream? And one thing that we would be talking about to discuss this further is, does your dream require time? Does it require money, or a combination of both? One important thing in life is to be grateful for things in your life or people in your life. So what is one word or person of gratitude? And what is the second part of gratitude that you'd like to hopefully get the opportunity to express that to someone or think about it during August? So there's room for you to write that down. Now, when you're dealing with goals, it's always good to start big picture. At least I believe it's always good to start big picture and then reverse engineer. Meaning that here we would start with monthly goals. If this was a quarterly journal, then of course you'd work with quarterly, then monthly, then weekly, then daily. But here, since it is a monthly journal, here is 2 ways where you could write, or areas you could write down the what, the why, and the how of your life goal number 1 and life goal number 2. So what the life goal is, why it's important, and how you are going to accomplish it. And then, of course, like we said before, with dreams, it's both time and money. So here is, for your monthly money goals, is that what is it? Why is it a goal? And how are you going to accomplish it? And it might be something as simple as spending less or investing more. But it could be something else too, by paying down debt or saving up for a trip, or partly for to fulfill a dream of yours in the future. So there's room for money goal number 1 and money goal number 2. And then we went from monthly goals for life and money. And then the next sheets are weekly life goals for August 3rd to 9th. Weekly money goals from August 3rd to 9th. So again, you're taking your monthly goals and breaking them down into weekly goals. So basically little wins during the week to be able to, in September or at the end of August, say, hey, I accomplished my monthly goals. And usually weekly goals will help you get to your monthly goal. So the weekly goals from August 3rd to 9th. Then your weekly life goals from August 10th to 16th. Your weekly money goals from August 10th to 16th. And then again, your weekly life goals from August 17th to 23rd. Followed by your weekly money goals from August 17th to 23rd. Your weekly life goals, August 24th to 30th. And then last but not least, your weekly money goals from August 24th and 30th to 30th. And then once you fill out your weekly goals, it might even be good to, or I'd suggest to keep this available. So from week to week, if you by chance, being August, people are on holidays and so forth, but if you're not able to complete a task, or if you're able to jump ahead to the next week in August to complete one of your goals, that would be great too. So little wins always are easier to get a big win. So if you are jumping from monthly and then re-engineering it to weekly, and then if you want to go daily, that's daily too. If you want to keep a journal in the morning or a tracker that says, hey, what am I going to do today to push me ahead to my money goals and my life goals for the month of August. So thanks very much. And if you have any questions, just let me know. So thanks again for going through the August 2025 edition of the Moolavie Journal. It is specific to August 2025 because of the dates, but if you are watching this outside of August 2025, the questions are still relevant, and then the goals, dreams, and what you're thankful for is also relevant too. So if you'd like to connect with me, I'll have my contact information below. You can contact me via email or direct message, and I'd love you to sign up for our community called the Moolavie Neighborhood. So if you can please let me know if you have any questions. Love to connect with you. But thanks again for joining me in this introduction to the August 2025 Moolavie Journal. And enjoy your day and week. Take care. Bye-bye.